What's up guys? Welcome to a new vlog. I'm so excited to start off this vlog. I'm kind of reflecting a little bit after doing my 1-year fitness journey video, like reading some of your comments and the feedback I've gotten in response to what I said. First of all, thank you so much for anyone who watched that video, let alone people who like left me the sweetest comments. I felt a lot of love from that video and it just meant a lot to me. There were just like a few things that were brought up that I wanted to clarify that I might not have explained that well in that video. You know, I got some people saying like doing cardio is important and I shouldn't like count it out so much. What I said in that video is that what I would tell myself in the beginning is like cardio is not nearly as important as you think, and I guess I made it sound like I don't care about cardio, like I never do it, which isn't the case. With every upper body day, I'll do 10 to 15 minutes of cardio at the beginning of my workout. So that's either Stairmaster, incline walking on the treadmill, or I've started to do a little bit of elliptical just because the gym when I was at home had ellipticals. What I was saying in that video is like I would do only cardio in the beginning. To my past self, it's not everything. Like, yeah, and now I only do like 10 to 15 minutes. But then I also will do a spin class. I like going to flywheel. You guys see it in the vlogs too, so I don't know why, if someone was confused like thinking I don't do cardio, like you see that I go to spin classes, which is all cardio. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. This is kind of random to start off the vlog, but I just wanted to like clear up a couple things in case people are confused. Also, something I wanted to clear up that I was talking about tracking your progress with numbers, and I kind of made it sound like, you know, stay away from numbers. Numbers are bad. I think numbers can be important, but I think when it comes to progress, you need to be looking at other numbers beyond how much you weigh. So much of fitness is changing your body composition and gaining muscle and losing fat and just changing what plays into that number on the scale. Numbers can be a useful tool in tracking your progress, especially if you're just starting off and like trying to lose a substantial amount of fat. So that means like taking measurements. That's such a useful tool. You know, like once a month, measure your bust, your waist, your hips. You know, you could do beyond that. You could do a lot of measurements. You might not have lost pounds on the scale, but you lost inches, so that means you lost fat, but maybe maintained or gained muscle. Also, I got some comments that were like, I know you said that scale isn't everything, but it really helps me. What would you suggest a way of being able to monitor my scale weight without like being obsessive about it? When I started my fitness journey, I was like religiously checking the scale too often, like once every day or two, which you really shouldn't do because so much can fluctuate, especially in such a short time. But for every so often, checking in once a week, every 2 weeks, just regularly, especially with my scale, I'd recommend it. The body analyzer scale looks at other things besides your scale weight, and that's the integral part of this that I wanted to stress, is like it's about your body composition, and that's what this scale shows you, which I think is so helpful. I've been using this scale for like almost a year, probably 9 or 10 months. I got it like right when I moved here to DC, and it's really changed how I look at the scale because it shows you not only how much you weigh, but also how much of your body fat percentage and water weight and muscle mass that is, which is the important things to look at when you're trying to get fit and lose weight, is like see how that's changing. So now when you use the scale, you're knowing when you're losing fat and gaining muscle. I've done like DEXA body scans before, which are like more technical, shows your whole body, whereas the body analyzer scale gives a rough estimate based on your lower body because it sends an electric current up one leg and down the other. It does give you a really good sense of it if you have nothing to base it off of. Like most people don't have the means, or like don't have a place nearby, or don't want to pay for getting DEXA scans regularly, and I totally understand that. So for someone just like a regular person who just wants to have a general idea of like how their body composition is looking and changing along their fitness journey, I would totally recommend this body analyzer scale. I'm going to show a clip of me using it and how the different stats looked, but this is back from when I first got it in September and pushing to make more changes in my body and kind of shock it a little bit. So I am going to be tracking my progress, but I do think I want to keep my personal numbers right now private, just because I don't want you guys to compare them to me. I used to show my numbers like last summer, and it is a little different now. Make sure when you're weighing yourself, it's at the same time. If you do it weekly or every 2 weeks, whatever it is, same time, same conditions. Like I would recommend just when you get up in the morning, go to the bathroom and then weigh yourself before you like eat or drink anything. Step on it with bare feet, and then it'll show you how much you weigh, and then just wait for it. It'll load the other stats as well, so then you can see, you know, your estimate of your body fat percentage, and then muscle mass and bone mass, water weight, all of those things. While I'm working on this new goal, leaning down a little bit and working on my abs and everything this summer, I am going to be keeping track of my progress a little more closely than I have been previously for the last like 6 months or so. If you don't have the opportunity to necessarily go get like regular DEXA scans all the time, then this is so perfect for you. So I would definitely recommend the scale. You can get it for 60% off with the code Kristee. Amazing. Check it out in the link below and you can get yours today for 60% off, which is such a good deal. Vanity Planet hooks it up. This will definitely help you reach your goals in a way, in a better mindset, and to give you a better, clearer picture of your body than just a normal scale would. Anyway, it is day 3 of intermittent fasting. It's technically, well, I don't know, yesterday was day 1, but like I did it the day before and I called it a trial run even though like I did it. So it's day 3, like what am I saying? So it encouraged me to drink more water. I think this is liter 2. Pretty much had my daily intake of water yesterday, like almost before I broke my fast at noon. So just finishing up some work on my laptop and drinking my water, and then I'm going to break my fast when it hits noon and have some avocado toast. That's why I have avocado toast so often, is because I just do better starting off my first meals with more of a higher fat meal rather than higher carbs, because I feel like it just keeps me fuller longer. I do want to try and find some other alternatives, other meals I can have in the morning or like as a breakfast if I'm eating at noon. If you didn't see that in my last vlog, I am starting intermittent fasting and so far so good. I haven't had any problems with it. It's been 3 days though, so. And now I have 15 minutes left of my fast, or until I fast. I just went to the gym, so I'm all sweaty and gross, but I'm at Sweetgreen to get a salad. I'll probably go a little over my 8 p.m. deadline, but oh well. I got a make your own salad with romaine, quinoa, sweet potato, chicken, tortilla strips, tomatoes. Yum. What's up guys? So right now I am doing some meal prepping, so I just thought I'd show you. It's pretty typical. Here I'm just cooking some veggies on the stove. I just threw these on so they're just getting going. I went to Trader Joe's last night after, I think I filmed at Sweetgreen. Swung by Trader Joe's because it was right there. And I was like, you know what, I might as well do my groceries now. So this is the asparagus and mushroom stir fry thing from Trader Joe's. And then I just cut up 3 bell peppers with it. I think that's it, yeah. Whenever I make stir fry, I just feel like I need to listen to Stir Fry by Migos. This song always makes me think of Remy because of those freaking like meme videos she puts on her Twitter. There's some sweet potato and butternut squash in there, and I'm determined not to burn it this time. I'm keeping a close eye. I got some ground turkey I still have to cook up, which I probably will make tomorrow. I think what I want to do, because I was saying I want to try having more high fat like first meals, just make up some ground turkey and put an egg on top and maybe a little avocado, and it's pretty good like with ketchup or something. It's kind of just like a sausage except it's ground turkey by itself. Get some like protein in the morning too. And then I didn't get raw chicken. I just did not feel like cooking chicken for some reason, so I got pre-cooked grilled chicken. I mean, it's just chicken, so it's whatever. Can't desert my stir fry. It's like afternoon now, so I've already broken my fast and everything. I did eat a little over my like eating window last night. I stopped eating at 8:30, but I've heard, I don't know if this is exactly accurate, but I've heard if you fast for 16 hours and then started eating and then extended your eating window 10 hours instead of 8, it's not as big of a deal as long as after that you eat 2 hours later, then you still have 16 hours after that. Does that make sense? So I just ate at 12:30 today instead of 12, so it's like not a big deal either way, like as long as it's within an hour or 2, because I've heard that also 10-hour eating windows are better for women. So I'm gonna just stick to not beating myself up if I eat at least within like 1 or 2 hours on either side of the eating window. It's like not the end of the world. But yeah, it's been pretty good. I've been liking it so far. I felt like leaner already kind of just in the mornings. Like I kind of like cutting myself off from eating at 8 p.m. because I just feel so much better when I don't eat late at night. So yeah, it might be a rest day, it might not. On my Fit Insta, I've started posting these, this June calendar that I got from Brittany Dawn Fitness. If you guys know her, on her Instagram, I think she made this little calendar for her stories, and she shared like a blank template so other people could use it. And it's just like you put a different emoji for every workout you do that day. And so I started doing it, and I just post on my story every night of what workout I did that day, just so you guys can get a visual and like follow along with me, and you guys can post your own and tag me in it so I can keep up with like how your workouts are going and everything. But I think it's fun to just like see what like my week's looking like, what kind of workouts I'm doing and everything. Also, really exciting, on Tuesday I was on ClassPass, and I don't know why I was just like inspired to look at Yoga Sculpt, because I feel like going back and switching it up a little bit. I looked at my nearest Core Power, and I just looked for the next few days, like seeing if there's any availability, because it's very rare that they have Yoga Sculpt classes. And on Tuesday there was a Yoga Sculpt class on ClassPass, so I booked it, so I'm really excited. I haven't been to Yoga Sculpt since before I got my Apple Watch, so I'm really curious to see how many calories my Apple Watch says that Yoga Sculpt burns for me, because I think Yoga Sculpt is the hardest workout class that I do. But yeah, just heads up on ClassPass if you want to like try new classes. You can get $40 credit to ClassPass, always in my description box, if you just use my referral link. I'm not like paid to say that, it's just a referral link, so I get credit and you get credit. It's a win-win. But ClassPass is just an app where you can try a bunch of different workout classes. You can like buy a certain amount of credits and then put them towards any studio that ClassPass offers. So it's really convenient to try new things. Good morning, guys. So I'm currently having my black coffee as part of my fast. Day 5 of intermittent fasting, which today's definitely, this morning has been the easiest. I really don't feel hungry. I'm going to spin class, so that's good that I don't feel super hungry. I'm going to do fasted cardio for the first time. I actually did start this on Sunday, and I did go to the flywheel on Sunday, so I guess it's not the first time. I haven't done any workouts during my fast yet. I've usually been working out in the evening just because, I don't know, it's been working better. I want to try doing like a normal workout, like lifting while on my fast, because ideally you just work out like an hour before you break your fast, and then break your fast with your first meal and like post-workout, and that's a good way to do it. Like I mentioned earlier, with my goals this summer, I'm feeling really motivated, and I know I've been saying, like, I just hope you guys know that like whenever I say something, I'm not setting it in stone for myself. I'm always like changing and learning. Or I think that was my last vlog. I've been tracking food a little bit just while I've started intermittent fasting to make sure that I'm in a good calorie range, just because I'm eating in a different time frame. I'm not like overly restricting or being too obsessive about it, because I have such a like healthy relationship with food and everything now. I've been saying for a while, like since the beginning of the year, that ultimately like I do want to lose a little bit more fat, but I haven't really made like I have been maintaining, because I haven't really been keeping track of what I'm eating that closely, and I have been eating intuitively, which is great and that's fine and healthy. But for me, I feel like it's difficult for me to try and lose weight and like eat in a deficit if I'm doing that intuitively, because your body naturally, like intuitively, it wants to maintain your body weight. You know, your body doesn't naturally want to be like, I want to cut 200 calories today. Like, you're gonna stop being hungry now. And so as I've been tracking the last few days, like it's made me feel really motivated and like on track with it. So I think I'm gonna keep it up for the time being. I'm not gonna like go into detail with calories and macros and all of that, because I don't know, I just feel like that's not something you need to compare. I do want to show you guys like where I'm at body wise, just because I don't know, I want to look back on this and like hopefully make some progress with it, lean down further basically, and show more of the muscle that I've been building. Seamless pants is kind of high, so I don't know if it does it justice, but I just like, I'm just not happy with my stomach. The start of the summer, this is so vulnerable, but like this is how I started my channel, you know, and I do want to make progress that I haven't made in a long time. So yeah, proud of where I have, how far I've come, but I just want to keep going and want to push myself more this summer than I have been. I'm gonna put on a shirt now and finish my coffee before I head out to Flywheel. I really just don't want this to seem like hypocritical to what I preach about, like not holding yourself to numbers. I hope this just makes sense to you guys. Like I'm not relying just on my scale weight. I'm not being obsessive about calories and over restricting. I think I'm in a much better place than I was when I started tracking last summer, but it's okay to like reset your goals and try different methods. You know, after tracking for a couple weeks and doing intermittent fasting and everything, I might realize that it's not really the best thing for me, and that's okay, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I just swung by the organic store and picked up a few of my favorite organic protein bars because I'm out, and my class goes until like 1. I feel like I'm gonna want to eat something as soon as I get out, so I thought a protein bar would be good. And by the time like I take the train to get back home, I won't be like starving, because that would be like an 18-hour fast, which is doable, but not ideal. Now instead of kites for the cherry blossoms, City Center has beach balls. They look kind of funny if you ask me, but summery, you know? Anyway, walking flywheel, gonna fill up my water and go to class. Not that one. Not busy yet. Stairs are hard after that. Wow, I feel like this is just one of those vlogs where I look absolutely horrendous the entire time, so sorry if this is the first time you're watching me, but also I'm not sorry because I do look like this sometimes. Like sweating and hot and red because it was hot outside when I was walking uphill. My class didn't start till 12:30, so technically it was like in my eating window, so my stomach did feel a little weird, not like starving hungry, but just like a little queasy. And so I decided to eat my protein bar before and I felt fine. So yeah, and I wasn't even starving when I got out. I'm still not even like starving. It's like 2 o'clock now. I'm gonna make some ground turkey tacos because I bought ground turkey at Trader Joe's the other day, and have that as like my first actual meal, even though the protein bar like broke my fast. I think if the class was a little earlier, it probably would have been better just because it was already in my eating window. I feel like this vlog wasn't that interesting because it was just me talking like all the whole time and kind of like still figuring things out how I want to approach this. I don't even want to label it as a cut, but I am actually like being more mindful of tracking my progress this time around because I know I've said like I said earlier, the past few months I've said like I want to lean down, but I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. But there is like, where do you draw the line, you know? So and eating intuitively has worked for me maintaining, but I haven't really seen much like fat loss with that. And so this summer I think I'm going to give tracking a little bit of a shot while I'm doing intermittent fasting and let you know how it goes. I think the main point I want to make is like tracking is not inherently bad as long as you have made that good relationship with food and you're approaching it with the right mindset, which I wasn't before. So that's kind of why I've associated tracking with like obsessive behavior, because I have done that in the past. But I don't think that'll be the case this time, and if it is, then I will go back to eating intuitively. But that's just where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at with my body, how I'm feeling. Yeah, I feel like this whole vlog was just kind of a whole jumble of what. Thanks for watching. I want to edit this so I can put it up today, and make sure to check out the body analyzer scale for only $50, which is such a good deal. Those things are usually like over 100, and it'll be linked down below. Like I said earlier, love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next vlog on Sunday. Bye.